Okay, so this video will help you make your graph for the lab report and then insert it into your lab report. Just to review with everybody, there we are. If your independent variable was stir speed, stir bar size, or temperature, you need to do a scatter plot similar to the one that was completed about a week ago comparing Celsius and Fahrenheit temperature. And you can always refer to that video to help you in making that scatter plot. If your independent variable was the solvent type, oil, water, and ethanol, you need to do a bar graph. Likewise, if your variable was the size of the sugar cube pieces, whether you are crushing or halving the sugar cube, you need to do a bar graph. For everyone, the dependent variable is the dissolving rate of the sugar cube in grams per second. So what you'll do in Google Sheets, you'll create a new spreadsheet. In column A, you'll place the values of your independent variable. In this example, I just chose some arbitrary numbers, but you would put your numbers here, whether they're temperatures or stir speeds or whatever, or your solvent type or the size of the sugar cube pieces. And in the B column, you're going to put your average dissolving rate that matches that independent variable. Again, I just chose some random numbers here, but that's an example. And then you'll highlight, of course, and I will very quickly set up a scatter plot with these values. And then come over here, I will insert the trend line and show an R-squared value. So here's the graph. And then what I'm going to do is by clicking the three dots here, I'm going to put it on its own page, or its own sheet. There we are. So that's the graph for the data, and you'll do the same. Create a graph in Google Sheets with your data from your lab. Now let's come over to the lab report. Here's an example. Your lab report will look much nicer than this, hopefully. This is just meant to show you how to do this. So to insert your graph, place your cursor wherever it is that you want to put the graph. In this example, it's going to go right here. Okay, so you place your cursor wherever it is that you would like to insert the graph into the Google Doc. And then up here in the menu bar, you go to Insert, click on Insert, and then you'll choose Chart. And at the bottom, you will choose from Sheets. And then notice here, in a moment, all the sheets that you've created in Google Sheets appear. I'm going to switch to a grid view. And here's the graph, the file that I just created. If I click on that and click Select, and then it gives me the option to import the graph, the chart, as they call it, that I just created. And then down here, click Import. And now the graph for my data is inserted directly into the lab report. Again, place your cursor where you would like it. Click Insert, Chart, from Sheets, choose the file, select, choose the graph, and then click Import. And your graph will appear. Now you also need to make sure that your graph includes all the elements that you should have in a graph, such as a proper title, a label in units on each axis, and if you're doing a scatter plot, you should include the equation and the R-squared value. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. All right.